Hello and welcome to Learn Statistics class. In this class, we are going to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. The topic of today's lecture is correlation. In the correlation, we will discuss 4 points. The first point is introduction of correlation coefficient. The second point is Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. And in the third point, we will discuss the interpretation of correlation coefficient. In the fourth and last point, we will discuss the properties of correlation coefficients one by one. So we shall start with the first point, introduction of correlation coefficient. In the previous lecture, we have already learned a scatter diagram, a covariance between x and y. In the scatter diagram, we already learned a pictorial representation of relation between the two variables x and y. Then in covariance we have obtained the extent of correlation between x and y, which depends on the units of measurement. Now in this lecture we will discuss the correlation coefficient, which will overcome the drawbacks of a covariance between x and y. So we shall start with the introduction of correlation coefficient. We have known that the covariance is a numerical measure of degrees of correlation between the two variables. It takes into account the direction as well as the amount of correlation. But the main drawback of covariance is that it is heavily depends on the units of measurement of the variables x and y, and also on their individual variability also. So, in order to overcome these drawbacks, Professor Karl Pearson has suggested a measure of degree of correlation, which is known as coefficient of correlation. So, we shall start with the Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Now, we will consider the definition of Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation. If x and y be the n pairs of observations on the variable x and y, then the Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation between x and y is denoted by a letter small r and is defined as r is equal to covariance between x and y divided by standard deviation of x multiplied by standard deviation of y. By putting the formulas for covariance and standard deviations, we get the formula for r is equal to 1 upon n summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by the standard deviation of x is given by 1 by n summation x minus x bar bracket square into under root 1 by n summation y minus y bar. This is the standard deviation of random variable y. This is the formula for Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. In order to calculate the numerical problems, we will simplify this formula further as r equal to 1 upon n summation xy minus x bar into y bar divided by 1 by n summation x square minus x bar square into 1 upon under root 1 by n summation y square minus y bar square. This is the simplified formula of correlation coefficient between x and y. We will use this formula for the numerical calculation. It will reduce our calculations and efforts in the sense of time. Now, we will discuss the interpretation of correlation coefficient. After calculating the value of r, depending upon the value of r, we can interpret the significance of correlation coefficient. For example, suppose we get r equal to 0, then the variable x and y are said to be uncorrelated, means there is no correlation between the two variables x and y. Suppose if r is greater than 0, positive, then x and y are positively correlated. That is, change of x and y are in the same direction. Means if variable x and y are positive, then the two variables changes in the same directions. As one increases, the other variable must be increases. Similarly, if one variable decreases, the other must be decreases. In the previous lecture, we have already learned what is correlation and types of correlation. In that lecture, we have discussed the positive correlation, negative correlation, and many more types of correlation. If student want to learn that lecture, click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and link of that lecture is also given in the description below. Now we will start with the third interpretation. If r is less than 0, means covariance between x and y is less than 0, then x and y are negatively correlated. That is, change of x and y are in the opposite direction. In the opposite direction means if one variable increases, the other must be decreases. Similarly, if one decreases, the other must be increases. This is known as change in the opposite direction. This is the significance of r less than 0. Now if we get r equal to 1, then it indicates that a perfect positive correlation between the variables. If r equal to exact plus 1, then there is a perfect positive correlation between x and y. Similarly, if we get r equal to minus 1, it indicates a perfect negative correlation between the two variables x and y. Here the value of r lies between minus 1 and plus 1, and these are the 5 interpretations of the value of correlation coefficient depending on its value. Now we will discuss the properties of correlation coefficient. So let us start with the properties of correlation coefficient. The first property is the correlation between x and y is same as correlation between y and x. The second property is the value of correlation coefficient lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Now the third and very important property of coefficient of correlation is the coefficient of correlation r is independent of change of origin and scale. This is most important property of correlation coefficient. If we change the origin and scale, then it will not affect the value of coefficient of correlation. Now we will prove this property. So we shall start with the proof of the property of change of origin and scale. To prove the property, we will define the two new variables as let u equal to x minus a upon h and other variable v equal to y minus b divided by k, where a, b, h and k are constants with h not equal to 0 and k not equal to 0. This is the condition. Since there are two variables x and y, that's why I have defined the two new variables u and v. From this relation, we will obtain the value of x and y. So we get x equal to a plus h into u and y is equal to b plus k into v. From the property of arithmetic mean of change of origin and scale, we know that x bar is equal to a plus h u bar. We have already discussed it in the measures of central tendency. If a student want to learn that lecture, then the link of that lecture is also given in the description below. And y bar equal to b into k v bar. Further, from the property of change of origin and scale on the standard deviation, we will get sigma x is equal to h into sigma u. This property is also discussed in the measures of dispersion topic. Sigma y equal to k into sigma v. Now consider the correlation between x and y. We have already learned the definition at the start of the lecture. This is covariance xy divided by covariance divided by sigma x into sigma y. By putting the formula, we get 1 upon n summation x minus x bar y minus y bar divided by, here sigma x is h into sigma u k into sigma v. I will substitute the value of x, x bar, y and y bar from this equation number 1. We get r x comma y is equal to 1 upon n summation a plus hu value of x minus a plus hu bar value of x bar into bracket. The next bracket is b plus hv minus b plus hv bar. A and A get cancelled. Similarly, B and B get cancelled. The whole thing is divided by H sigma U K sigma V. We get 1 upon n H K sigma U sigma V summation hu minus hu bar into kv minus kv bar. Take h and k common from these brackets and take it outside. We get h into k divided by n h k sigma u sigma v summation u minus u bar into v minus v bar. Here h into k and h into k get cancelled. R x y, correlation between x and y, is equal to 1 upon n summation u minus u bar multiplied by v minus v bar divided by sigma u into sigma v. This is nothing but covariance between uv divided by sigma u multiplied by sigma v. This is the rxy, correlation coefficient between x and y. By observing the right hand side of the expression, this is nothing but correlation between u and v. Therefore, correlation between x and y is equal to correlation between u and v. Hence, from the last expression, we see that there is no change of origin and change of scale. Means there is no term present of a, b, h and k in the last expression. Hence, change of origin and change of scale does not affect the correlation coefficient. This is the property of correlation coefficient. Hence, in this lecture, we learn the definition of Karl Pearson correlation coefficient, introduction of correlation coefficient, interpretation of the value of R, and we further discuss the properties of correlation coefficient. I hope students understand this lecture. If student understand and like this lecture, click on the like button, share with your friends in order to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. Many more concepts are discussed in the Learn Statistics classroom. If students want to learn all the lectures, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and a link of all the playlists are given in the description box. Students are further requested to subscribe to Learn Statistics channel for the notification of upcoming lectures in the upcoming days. We will meet in the next lecture with the next concept from the subject statistics. Till then, we will stop here. Thank you.